Good day to you, everyone. I welcome every one of you to FIDE Civic Virtual Class. I remain your tutor once again, Ali Monday. But before we start orderliness, I would like to brainstorm everyone on our previous topic. I would like to brainstorm everyone on our previous topic, that is emergence of leadership. Emergence of leadership. And if we look at it, our main objectives under emergence leadership as follows. Who is a leader? That is, at the end of the lesson, I'm expecting our students then to be able to define leader. And apart from that, what is emergence of leadership? And the last one, leadership style. And if we look at under introduction, emergence leadership. I said leadership emergence is the idea that people born with specific characteristics become leaders, and those without these characteristics do not become leaders. And if you look at it, I used Abraham Lincoln and Nelson Mandela. And if you look at all these people, they all share traits that an average person does not. And it is to let you know that at times your attitude, your positive attitude, can qualify you as a leader. It can make you to be a leader. And that is why you can see here, that is why we use the word emergence. Then apart from that, we also look at leader. That is, who is a leader? And if you can remember, a leader is a person that directs and guides other people or a body of organization to achieve a common goal. That is, a leader is a person that directs and guides other people or a body of organization to achieve a goal. Apart from that, also, we also talked about leadership. And leadership is a process of leading. Leadership is a process of leading. That is, as a leader, you must have ability to be able to direct people, to be able to lead people. And apart from that, it is the ability to coordinate. It is the ability to influence and direct other people to achieve set goals. And apart from that, we also talked about leadership styles. And I explained leadership style. Leadership styles refers to a leader behavior toward group members. The behavior pattern is that the leader reflects his role as a leader is described as a style leadership. Style is a result of a leader's philosophy, personality, experience, value system. And if you look at it properly, that is this lesson, we discussed about the leadership style. And we can remember we divided, this one was divided into three. We have charismatic leadership, we have servant leadership, and we have transformational leadership. And under charismatic leadership, as a charismatic leadership is a leadership based on the special personal qualities claimed by and for individual in order to make the person attractive so that he could influence a large number of people. Charismatic people are confident in a positive way without being boastful or egotistic. Then apart from that, we have servant leadership. And if you look at it, this is the types of leader that see himself as what? As a servant. He doesn't see himself as a leader. He serves as a role model. He serves as samples to others. He obeys all the rules and regulations. And not only that, there is no way how people will not respect him in the society. And we can check your note properly. The servant leader is a servant first. It begins with the nature, feelings that one wants to serve. Then, conscious choice bring one to embrace to lead. A servant leader focuses primarily on the growth and well-being of people and the community to which they belong. And apart from that, the servant leader shares power, put the need of others first, and help people develop and perform as highly as possible. That is the qualities of servant leadership. And this what is the type of leader that see himself as what as a servant. And we look at it, I also talked about transformational leadership. That is, this leader serves to enhance the motivation, to enhance the morale and performance of the followers with what? With a variety of mechanisms. It makes use of all means, all channels in order for him to be able to motivate the followers. Then we look at it also, he also serves as role model for followers in order to inspire them and to raise their interest in the project. Not only that, challenging followers to take greater ownership for their work. And apart from that, understanding the strength and weaknesses of followers, which allows the leaders to align followers with tasks that enhance their performance. Then apart from that, I also explain leadership style based on authority. We have leadership style based on authority. That is, we are talking about autocratic leadership, democratic leadership. We have laissez-faire leadership, and we have what paternalistic leadership. And we look at all these leadership styles based on authority one after the other, especially autocratic. That means if you look at autocratic leaders, it doesn't consult anybody before taking action. It doesn't want consider other people before taking action. It doesn't know whether that thing, whether they are okay with the decision or not. And that is why in your note relies on coercion. That is, they use force. They use force on people. The style, and we look at the style, is paternalisms. And not only that, what if you look at them, they use command and compliance. The autocratic leader gives order which must be obeyed by the subordinate. Whether you like it or not, you must take that. And you can see what happened in what in Mali. You can see what happened in Mali. That one can refer as what as autocratic leadership or style. Why? Because they don't consult anybody. They don't consult anybody. But if it is under the democratic system of government, they need to consult people. They need to carry people along. They need to see the opinions of people. And that is why people can be referred as what as the pillars of democracy. They without people, no democracy. And here we are talking about autocrat, that is autocratic take action. They get that thing by force, whether you like it or not. And we have democratic or participative leadership. That is, this is the best ever. At this work, they consult people. They seek what the opinion of people before taking action. And that is why democratic leader usually gives instructions only after consulting with the groups. He sees to it that policies are worked out in group discussion and with the acceptance of the group. That means democratic leadership solicits employees' participation and respect their opinions. That means if you look at democratic leaders, the democratic leader will consult people. Democratic leader will consult people. Democratic leader will carry people along. And if you look at the next one that we have here, we have laissez-faire leadership. That is the leadership style, which allows more freedom of followers, may be called free rein leadership. It gives employees a high degree of independence in the what? In the operation. And if you look at it here now, you see them as what? As a family member. But whether you like it or not now, I personally prefer democratic participative leadership. That is, leader that will consult people, leader that will carry people along, leader that will seek people opinion, leader that will run mind together with people, leader that will consult more people before taking decision. And the last one, we have paternalistic leadership. That is, the leader assumes that his function is partner or fatherly. His attitude is that of treating the relationship between leaders and the group as that of family, with the leaders as the head of the family. He works to help, guide, protect, and keep his followers and happily working together as members of a family. I remain your tutor once again, Ali Money. So it's time for us all to now look at orderliness. That is our new topic. Orderliness. I just want you to remember the previous topic, and that is why I have to brainstorm everyone so that there won't be any issue because of those people that missed the class or because of those that are having one challenges or the other. So today we have orderliness. We have orderliness. And look at this, orderliness is not a new topic. You have been taught. But I just want this one to be what to be refreshing what in our memory. And that is why here, if you look at this chart, what can you see, everybody? Orderliness. And if you look at under orderliness, I said remembering that everything has a place and time. That your tie has a place. That your shoe has a place. That your note has a place. That is what all those things that belong to you, that you know that you are going to make use of them later, they have a place. Your note, if I ask many of you now, you can't find your note anymore. That means what? You are not in order. If you are in order, you should be able to keep your property. You should be able to keep your things. Where is your laptop? Many of you are not in order. You handle your properties, your materials, your belonging just anyhow. If you cannot what keep your belonging, if you cannot keep what belong to you, if all those your properties or your belonging doesn't have a place, it means what you are not in order. Before you can become outstanding, before you can be successful, before you can start what achieving all those your goal that you have set out, you must be in order. Then apart from that, look at definition. This we have to consider the meaning of orderliness. And look at it, orderliness is the art of doing things in a peaceful, orderly fashion. It is the art by which things are arranged in proper, neat, and systematic manner. If you see some people's notes, honestly, some people notes look like rag. That means you are not in order. You should be able to keep your notes. Some people they will use note first term. After the first week, second week, third week, you see them with new notes. Then second term, you see them with new notes. Third term, you see them with new notes. That means you are not in order. If you cannot keep your notes up to date, if you cannot keep your belongings, it means what you are not in order. And that's why if you look at it, I say orderliness is the heart of doing things in a peaceful, orderly fashion. I mean, you don't rush. It has been planned. You plan toward that. It's not unconscious. And apart from that, we have the second definition. Orderliness also entails people taking time to become aware of everything that is going on in their lives, which they choose to handle in certain order. Orderliness is also a situation where laws are obeyed and authority is respected. Do you respect those people in authority? Do you obey the laws of the land? That means if you are among those people that doesn't respect those people in authority, it means what? You are not in order. Any area you find yourself, any institution you find yourself, any organization you find yourself, any environment you find yourself, you must make sure what? You obey the laws. You must make sure what? To respect the constituted authority. Then the next thing we want to look at briefly is this. We want to look at examples of orderliness in society. Mind you, if there is no what? Orderliness in society, there will be war. If there is no orderliness in society, there will be issues. If there is no orderliness in the society, there is no way how we can experience rapid development. There'll be what? There'll be problems in all over the place. But in an environment where citizens are in order, where people they know what they're supposed to do at the right time, there won't be any issue. And that is why it must for us to look at areas or examples of orderliness in society where they expecting you to be what? In order, where they expecting what? To exercise that. So now it's time for us to look at it. The first one that we are going to look at here is listening skills. Listening skills is part of orderliness, and we can see we listen to gain information, to make decisions, and for enjoyment. Good listening habits help to avoid misunderstanding, embarrassment, and mistake. There's need for all to be attentive to others while they talk. And there's a let you know that if you want to be in order, don't just turn yourself to justice. What we are expecting to do is for you to have listening skills. You should be able to listen to the first man. You should be able to listen to the second man before judging. And they let you know that if care is not taken, that is, if you don't have listening skills and you are prone to anger, I want you to know that anger kills faster than malaria. Anger kills faster than HIV. Anger kill faster than COVID-19. That's what I'm saying here. But if you have listening skills, there won't be issue. If you have listening skills, that means what? Everything will be in order. And that is why if you look at it properly, good listening habits help to avoid misunderstanding. That means what? If you are someone that doesn't have listening skills, you are not ready what to exhibit that. That means what? One day you'll be embarrassed. One day you disgrace yourself. That means what? Whether you like it or not, you must learn this. It's very, very important listening skill. Then apart from the listening skill, we have the next one here. That is communication. As you can see some people in the bank, in the hospital, in the airport, petrol station, supermarket. Maybe what you decide to follow your parents to a particular place for shopping, and on getting there, you can see people there queuing. You can see them what, but you maybe you are being at the back. You just left that place, decide what to move to the front. It's wrong. You see elderly people waiting in the banking hall. You can't wait. You see yourself or being more superior than any other people. This one is wrong. You see people that want to collect money with POS now, but you are not ready what to wait. You just want to jump what the queue. You want to be faster than any other people. You are wrong. And that one cannot be referred to what as smartness. That means what? You are trying to create problems. And what we are saying that is what? Any area you see people kill is make sure what you join them. That is, it can be referred to what as qualities and samples of what? Of orderliness. That's why I say queen is an important way to maintain orderliness in society. There may need for us to gear up at some places where many people want to enjoy same services with us. A sample of places where we may need to gear up are hospitals, banks, airports, petrol station, supermarkets. And apart from that, we have decorum. The next one we have here is decorum, is another word examples of orderliness. And what are we talking about? This is referring to as a requirement of correct behavior in a polite society. It is a right behavior expected at a particular situation. This should be exhibited always. For example, perfect silence is expected from students while the principal is giving them instruction on the assembly. But principal will be giving an instruction, many of you will be complaining. Principal will be what? Will trying what to direct you people, to guide you on the right you're supposed to do. Instead of complaining, they let you know that what any environment we see people directing you, see people counseling you, they expecting what to be silent. If your parents what they are talking to you, they are trying what to address you, they expect what to be silent. That is, just listen to them. Obey them. They are your parents. And that is why here I said decorum is referring to as requirement of correct behavior in polite society. Don't disgrace anybody outside. Don't disgrace your parents outside. Don't disgrace your teachers outside. Don't disgrace your classmates outside. Don't disgrace your brother or your sister outside. That is, it is a right behavior expected at a particular situation. Anywhere you find yourself, let people see that in you, that you have what refers to as home training, that you want to respect others. And that's why I said this should be exhibited always. That is, you know, that because of what I'm passing through. No, what you are passing through, that one should not be a barrier. That's when they should not turn into something. And that's why I said, for example, perfect silence is expected from students. Why the principal? Why your parent is giving you instruction? You obey them, not only principal. Anybody is called what you are not of the same age. They are older than you because they have what it takes. They have more experience. That is why you have to listen to them. Then apart from decorum here, look at it here, obeying traffic rules and regulation. Obeying traffic rules and regulation, that is, it is important for us to obey traffic rules and regulation while driving. There is need for proper understanding of traffic sign like zebra crossing, no U-turn, no awning, and among other. That means what? If you look at it if you can be able to identify all these symbols, that means there will be orderliness. And not only that now, maybe what you are just driving and you can see that traffic light, you can see red, you keep on moving. That one signifies you're a bad citizen. Why? Because the red signifies it has meaning. It means wait. Then, if you come across that way, your what? Your hamper. If you look at what that's your orange, it means get ready. Immediately you score that green, started what indicating it means what? It means keep moving. You have to obey that. That means what? If you can try as much as possible to obey all traffic signs, it means what? There will be orderliness. And you can see in this our environment we find ourselves. That's why everybody we are complaining. There's always hold up in Lagos. There's always hold up in Lagos. There's always yes, there's no way how they will not be hold up. Why? Because many of us we don't obey traffic rules. Don't be surprised. Someone that is traveling that want to that is going to London just only what 6 hours from Lagos, and you are coming from Aja or Lekki, you can spend 10 hours. That means what? There's somebody that is traveling out of the country for 6 hours journey can get to his our destination before you, and you will still be within the Lagos. Why? Because there is no orderliness. Everybody want to go at the same time. Everybody want to move at the same time. Everybody want to be doing the same thing at the same time. And that is the major problem. But if you can obey traffic rules and regulations, it means there will be orderliness in our society. We have the next one here, we have driving skills. That means make sure you have driving skill. That is, there's need for us to acquire driving school before skills before driving. You must have this skill where you can say, I'm not mature. I'm not at least I finished my secondary school now. I can be riding, I can be driving. Daddy now it's time. Yes, now I'm not a big boy. No, it's more than that. That means what it must for you to acquire skill. If possible, try as much as possible to go to what to driving schools. And it is important to go through the normal driving school process prescribed by the authority concerned before making any attempt to drive. We can demonstrate orderliness in driving by observing the traffic light, obeying traffic warden instruction, and obeying the traffic rules and regulations. Some of us, you just look at those traffic warden, look at them warden, just look at them as if they are nothing. No, they are trying to work to do their their own work, their own work. You have to work to obey them. If you are what you have been instructed to do something, make sure you do that. That is their own work. They are doing their own work, and you have to what to obey them anytime you see them on duties. By what? By obeying the traffic what? The traffic rules and regulation. But if you are among those people that are not be obeying traffic rules, it means you are not in order. If you see somebody what I just want to, I want just want to beat that traffic. I just want to get to my destination. You can cancel that person. You can be a counselor to that person. And that's what we are saying. And that means we want orderliness in our society if we want peace in this nation. So, apart from that, we have the role of orderliness and merit. That is, in an environment where there's orderliness, and what will be the merit? But we are going to start from role of orderliness in the society. And we look at it, say the first one, time saving, that is, much time will not be wasted where there's orderliness. That is something that's supposed to take you 2 hours. It won't be taking you 6 hours. That's why it will save more time than what we have been expecting. Not only that, a reduction in frustration. That means what? There will be no frustration anymore. There exist several cases of disorderliness, like in time of queuing at the bank, fuel station, etc. This lead to frustration of several kinds. Orderliness help reduce frustration when things are done accurately. But in a situation whereby there's no orderliness, that means what there'll be no reduction in frustration. But if there is orderliness, there'll be reduction in frustration, and not only that, there'll be peace all over the places. Promotion of good national image, that is, if you can be in order, you are going to want to promote or boost the image of that nation, not only nation, your family. Promotion of good national image. If everyone keeps to orderliness in our daily activities, it will help promote peace. It will help to promote unity. It will help to promote progress, which will thereby improve and foster good national name and image. That is, Nigeria will be well recognized all over the world if there's orderliness. If we are all in order, that's what I'm trying to explain there. And the next one here is this. If you look at it here, we have it brings about national growth. That means what? There will be rapid development in that society. Orderliness bring about national growth. That is, it brings about national growth. Orderliness bring about national growth due to the fact that the time which will have been wasted will thereby put into productivity and effectiveness to the nation growth. That means what? There'll be rapid development over the places. Why? Because what? We are all in order. There'll be rapid development if we are not corrupt, like what we are experiencing now. That means what? If there is no what corruption, there will be rapid development all over the places. That means what? No corruption, and at the same time, we are all what in order. You don't want divide the money that government is expecting you to spend on public project in our own personal account. And that is what we are seeing. That is what, if you are in order, there will be rapid development, there will be growth in that particular nation. Okay, let's look at the other one. We have merit of orderliness, that is environment, where we are all in order. The first is peace. Orderliness avoid fighting, shouting, quarreling, and this foster peaceful situation in that country. The next one is friendliness. Orderliness promotes friendliness among people and society. That is, environment where people are in orders. That means what? It will promote friendliness among them and the people in the society. Possibility, that is, orderliness makes things and other things easy and what? And possible. Under fulfillment, that means orderliness brings about sense of fulfillment. You'll be able to achieve all those your goals that you have stated, all those your goals that you have itemized. Then if you look at it here also, we have some certain aspect, that is the enrichment activities. The enrichment activities, but mind you, this is what I'm going to do. I gave you this assignment during the lockdown. Those students that have sent, that have done the assignment then you don't have any issue. But those students that have not sent the assignment, please, you can try as much as possible to practice this question. I will give you an assignment, but it will be objective. Before Monday, I will send the assignment. Then you answer it, you reply it, send it back to me. Send it back to my inbox. Then it will be endorsed. The necessary correction will be made. Then I will forward it back to you. Those of you that have been submitting assignments, you can ask. There's a way I've been marking that. There's a way I've been grading students. I have the symbols I have been attaching to those people that have been performing well. So this is where we're going to stop for now. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate what to ask. You can try as much as possible to send me message concerning those your question. And if you are not okay with that, next week, by the grace of God, we're going to have our live class. Then you can we can now ask your question. Then I will respond to that. So this is where I'm going to stop today. Once again, I remain your uncle or teacher, Harley Monday. So let's call it a day till next week. Have a nice weekend, everybody.